got no time if you thinking that I'm stressing. I'm getting dividends, steady counting on my blessing. I ain't got no time if you thinking that I'm stressing. I'm getting dividends, steady counting on my blessing.
Look, man, I hit rock bottom and took the stones and built an empire. They asked me how you come up out the smoke not smelling like fire. They say that life can be a bitch, so I made her my wife. I fell in love with this adversity and learned how to fight. Look, you don't know what wholeness feels like until you've been empty. You learn you've always been enough by the time you had plenty. Sometimes you gotta lose it all just to find yourself, to realize you had it all when you was by yourself. Cause I was down bad, got up in my bag, now I'm up again. Had to recognize who the fuck I is, had to run it back, ain't no fumbling. I hear you niggas mumbling, but you don't speak my lingo. So focus on my numbers, that they lining up like bingo. I done been through some shit that I probably never speak about. I done seen some lows that the pastor only preach about. I done did some things that some niggas only think about. Wrote this on my heart so nobody else can if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready. They ask me what I'm on, I just say my throne. Remember who I was, baby, welcome home. I've been in my zone, asking how I feel, great. Hungry for everything that's on my plate. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta wait. If you all you got, then you know what it takes. Why y'all niggas love to play? I get too much fucking grace. Had to choose what I won't take. If you drop me, I won't break. Baby, I'm built from the magic, I'm godly. Fuck around, finding out I get it poppin', I get it choppin'. Yeah. Cause I done been through some shit that I probably never speak about. I done seen them lows that the pastor only preach about. I done did some things that some niggas only think about. Wrote this on my heart so nobody else could if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready.
It's a palate cleanser. Hey, when it comes to evolving, I'm an advocate. I learned how to have peace by not having it. Sometimes you gotta lose everything just to find everything. They tried to throw me off, I came back like a boomerang. Now they all admire how I outlast through the pain. Now they all drawn to my art, see this the way I paint. My whole life a canvas, built my own brand, they can't brand us. On high levels, they can't overstand us. Now these ain't bars, these stanzas. Sonnets and haikus, broke generational curses and cycles. Just got my mama out the hood and I ain't finished. I'ma liberate my lineage, gotta elevate the children. Boy, I'm out here building this brick by brick. The snowfall, I still stick to the script. When it's sticky, I trust God, but the 4-5 still stick to the hip. But I choose peace over violence, serenity over sirens. Say they own demon timing, or God timing, make your clock out if you're wildin'. I wanna change, so I change my environment. Channel my greatness, they can't turn me off. My loft got an island, now I'm on the island in the loft, solo tripping. Spending time by the water, getting deep, solo dipping. I'm at peace now, told my youth to put their guns down and put their hands up. You help pull their minds up, then they'll pull their pants up. My flow guaranteed to make the elders stand up. This right here make my young niggas put his hands up. He's about to crash out, I made him switch his plans up. Told him don't crash out, cause God got a plan for him. God got a plan for him. God got a plan for him. I told him don't crash out, cause God got a plan for him. But who praying for him? The streets been praying on him since 21, so he turned to a savage. I was tired of living average, had to activate my genius. Started controlling my penis, will never sell my soul, I'd rather sell out arenas. Said she needs space, so I nicknamed her Venus. Told my big sis, don't let no lame get between us. He lucky I matured, his life in jeopardy. If I gave my bloods the word, I gotta let her be. Can't go and jeopardize my legacy. The promised land I'll never see. If I don't listen to God, I put my ear up to heaven like I'm listening, God. Tryna vent and chill, my spirit need conditioning, God. Tryna heal, but this world just so sickening, God. Yeah, this little light of mine, I heard flickering, God. I need a recharge before I catch a battery. Help me realize my demons need some mastery, yeah. Had to go and switch up my strategy, yeah. The other day deleted pictures out my gallery, even the hidden ones. Time to burst some new fruit and stop eating forbidden ones. When I feel depleted, I let God restore me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out.
Music is frequency programming. Music is frequency. What frequency are you being fed? If I play with those frequencies, right, I can target certain parts of the mind. Target the frequency to go to certain parts of the mind. Or if I want you to go into a meditative state, I can make my music do that.
This is medicine music, prescription of frequency with a dose is influenced by the state of the culture lacking some nourishment. Hella deficient of love, they needed encouragement, but taught to get numb off the drugs. Started to notice the loose screws, 10 of my toolbox, cause how can you mend the issue when you got a bruised heart and mentally been scarred, physically been barred, ready for rebirth, but spiritually it's been hard. Let me take you through some steps that I done learned, loved one, cause it don't happen overnight, this healing's earned, loved one. It come with practice, releasing your distractions, setting healthy boundaries and managing attachments. We made in God's image, but we started walking backwards when we gave away our power by submitting to a master. Then they pimped our infrastructure, changed the pricing in the package. Told you if you want it back, it's in blood cause they attacking. If you want to free your mind and free your spirit from the toxic, gotta vow to kill the poison of the snakes that's in your garden. Only giving your attention to the things that bring you honor. Keep your vibe sucker free and your circle free from drama. Shit, life crazy when you really think about it, and shit could get wicked if you really ain't moving solid. I'm praying you don't risk your whole life just for $1, and you conquer your demons before you end up getting conquered. So I gift you this medicine music. Yeah, I gift you this medicine music. Feel like I needed an umbrella for the rain, cause life was handing lemons, so I made some lemonade. You can sit with this medicine music. Belly of the beast to swallow you up for profit. Call it capital gains and they ain't even lifting proper. I aim to break the cycle my grandma passed to my mama, cause the DNA carry generational wealth and trauma. Encoded with a message, unfolding to your blessings. If you walk in your purpose, you can heal your family lineage. Work smart so I can leverage all of this time invested. Sing about me when I go, I lived everything I was destined. Victory over obstacles, 2020 my opticals. Cutting out all distractions, applying knowledge, I got the tools. Lesson learned that I got it, you junior die. Sparked a few, step die. Spark the fuse, no way, I'ma lose this weight I carry heavy, but my ancestors heavier. Thought I was moving steady, but now I'm moving steadier. Gave my burdens to God, and now I'm feeling merrier. Got my eye on a lover, imagining I can marry her. And now it's come a time where you gotta pick a side, or whether or not you gon' contribute to Earth's demise, or if you gon' be one of them ones that embody light, cause the future gon' be fucked up if the kids can't live their life. So I offer you medicine music. Yeah, I give you this medicine music. Yeah, ayy. Feel like I needed an umbrella for the rain, cause life was handing lemons, so I made some lemonade. You can sit with this medicine music. I give you this medicine music. Yeah.
The brain processes information electrically. It communicates with the cellular structure electrically, and it operates within a certain band of frequency.
Welcome to the universal womb, where all things are created at the speed of light. You have been brought here by the mother.
Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. All the babies in the wombs worldwide with the mother. I'm sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play with the mother, aiming at your jugular. What you say to the mother? Pussy niggas tryna have they fucking way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'ma have to pray with the mother. The mother, divine feminine, not a ghost in the shell, not the original sin. Sekhmet, serpents, fearless, lioness, worlds in my hips, life on my lips, and I'ma count to 10. Better come again, or we cord cut 10. See it in my eyes, feminine rising. All the babies worldwide, I'm on the front line. Tully on my side and a lullaby, baby, don't cry. Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. All the babies in the wombs worldwide with the mother. I'm sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play with the mother, aiming at your jugular. What you say to the mother? Pussy niggas tryna have they fucking way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'ma have to pray with the mother. Mama Earth, Mother Gaia. Free the Congo, free Sudan and Gaza. Free the minds of every child locked in bondage. I'ma stand up on that business, I'm riding. I'm sliding on all these fuck niggas fucking with our kids. Ran out of luck, nigga, we coming for they lid. Fuck all that soft shit, we calling out your shit. For all the starseeds, the mamas, my sisters, we riding at midnight. I got the blicky, she got the sword, little baby got machete. If it's a war, then we better be ready. Cause wicked forces coming for the babies. And I'ma scorch anybody talking crazy. And mama's waters baptized me as a baby. And made a pure soul stay protected on the daily. I'ma pour some for the angels that we gaining. What?
Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. Babies in the womb worldwide with the mother. Sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play. Mother, aiming at your jugular. She say to the mother, pussy niggas tryna have it fuck away with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'm out to pray.
Learn to cloud surf while never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times. So I'd be lying if I said I don't believe in the divine. For reasons we can't find, the truth will probably blow our minds. This energy in the universe send chills down your spine. Had a talk with a goddess about human design. Pull my coat to how I need to get my chakras aligned. Gotta break some bad habits, it's addition by subtraction. Move away from bad actors, trying to leech off your action. It's the laws of attraction, gotta see it before it happens. Gotta believe it with a passion, then receive this beautiful madness. Find a pattern in the chaos, their assessment was way off. You build it from the ground up, you own it, so ain't no layoffs. Your energy is equity, cashing on your day off. Hope to reach a couple souls, it's all a part of the payoff.
Peace and blessings, Starseeds. Peace and blessings. Oh, time to back up. Whoop. Oh, no, wait a minute. Okay. All right. There we go. It is the goddess Rael. Thank you for tapping into Pronoia Starseed podcast, y'all. Tonight, we are celebrating the mothers. That's right. Your mother, my mother, her mother, your mama's mama, your mama's mama's mama, your mama's mama's mama. Hey, peace and blessings, Cuzzo. Hey, Lady Saturn. Thank you for being in the building tonight. Shout out to King Adonis, the first one in the building. Yes, thank you for being here. Tonight, we are celebrating the mothers on this 5/12. Well, let me tell you, my mom was born on 3/12. So shout out to that synchronicity. We are celebrating mothers tonight and the beautiful mother herself, MaWu Lisa. Okay, yes. Wait a minute. Hold up. Mr. Westbrook, don't do it. Yes, we are. Wait, my sis MaWu Lisa is in the building. And yes, new hair. This is my mama hair. Okay, so tonight we celebrate the mothers. My mom, like big hair, don't care. I had to put this on because it really got big, y'all. It was like big. I might go back and let it get real big. That's that real Karen Mahonish, you know. Thank you. Oh, curls is popping. Yeah, I'm looking like my mom. I promise you, I look like my mama. I was in the mirror today like, damn, Karen. You really want to show up tonight, don't you? She was like, put the wig on, girl. Put the wig on. So shout out to you guys for being here tonight. Yes, we are celebrating the mothers. And like I said, the beautiful mother herself, MaWu Lisa, is in the building. She is my sister mother. That's what I call her, the sister mother. Okay, so I'm going to bring her on. Let me see something. Hold on. You know, I feel like I need a intro song for her. Like, she need her own intro video too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to have the horns play. You know, I did have some music, but my sis probably fell asleep on us. I had some music for her because we had to, you know, the queen is coming, the queen is coming. So I'm gonna do it like that, okay? So we going, you know, go ahead and get your wind chimes, and you know what? Here we go. The queen is coming. The queen is coming. That's right. MaWu Lisa is in the building, y'all. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to some and reintroduce to others the beautiful sister mother, MaWu Lisa.
Yo, you a fool, yo. Yo, you got me over here hollering. Yo, you got me hollering. Oh, you are so funny. Thank you for having me. Hey, Starseed. Oh my goodness. You are so funny, girl. And yes, you are rocking that hair, girl.
Girl.
You are doing all the things.
Shout out to the hair, which is a co-star tonight. We're going to just call it
I
the
know
hair.
that's right.
Unpaid.
You know, we got to call her the little Karen.
Yes. Okay. Yes. This is the Karen wig tonight. So we are rocking the
Karen.
The little Karen. Yes. We are here to celebrate the mothers tonight. I would not be, you know, if you have not watched any of the older shows, you guys, I have not celebrated the mother without MaWu Lisa. Okay. This is what we do. We celebrate the mother together. Now, we may have other shows that talk about other things, but over here, we understand the beauty and the value of our mothers and the mother energy. So we want to always honor it. And why not honor it the week that everybody else is celebrating the mother? Let's just tap into that energy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It's been an interesting time. You know, people have really been super sensitive this year. And it's a beautiful thing when you think about it, because I think what happens is we lose sometimes the importance of some of these connections. And so, you know, these little reminders to stay in touch with those feelings, it's pretty all right. You know what I'm saying? Pretty all right.
Absolutely. And the mother, it's all about feelings. It's all about
what?
Love. Yes.
Is the feelings.
Yeah, mother is the feelings. Absolutely.
Is the feelings. Yes.
Oh my God. Mother Ruth, can I have your autograph? Knowledge
yes,
wants your autograph.
There you go, boo. There you go.
$250 from the mother. Donate.
Oh, please make sure you add that, please. Ka-ching.
Cha-ching.
Do that. Look, I love you some good money.
Hey, listen, offerings to the goddess. We bring offerings.
Think about it. How can you be a humanitarian, a philanthropist without money?
That's right.
You know, I mean, I give my time, I give my sweat equity, all that good stuff. But I mean, I like to buy things, and you get a car, and you get a house, and you get a school, and you get a neighborhood, and you get a compound, and you get some land. What? Yes.
Absolutely.
That's what I be doing with my money. That's what I be doing with it.
Look at that, giving back, always just building though. That's the whole beauty of that's why
I like to make sure everybody's safe and we got somewhere to hang out.
Yes, absolutely. That's what we need. That's right, Mama. First of all, introduce yourself to the Starseeds who have not met you before.
Oh man, yeah. Hey, Starseeds. I'm just acting like y'all know me, right? Thank you. I am your sister, Rue. MaWu Lisa Temple, beautiful upstate New York, Hudson Valley, original Essex County Brick City girl, boop to the bricks. I've been a health and wellness educator for about the last 28 years. I worked with seniors a lot, and I work in the ag department, making sure that we learn how to be move forward in a sustainable manner, be able to grow our own food, take care of ourselves, have good water, good air, all that good stuff. So being a land steward is a lot of what I do up here in the mountains. I do health and wellness and educational retreats for professionals and for personal folks. And I've been doing a lot of work in the past couple of years with the universities. So Cornell, Vanderbilt, Seton Hall, those beautiful schools I've been able to do some work in. And I love being with the young people. I love being with the old people. Oh, wait a minute. I just love the people because I'm an Aquarian. Oh, and if anybody like to know, my top 3 are Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Libra. And yes, I'm a clown. I love toys and I love deep conversations. Long walks by the beach, but we're not going to talk about that right now. You know what I'm saying? Long walks by the beach, but we're not going to talk about that. And some good music, because that's what we're here for tonight. Good music.
I was about to say, wait a minute. So, welcome to Dating by Design. This is MaWu Lisa from MaWu Lisa's Temple. She likes long walks by the beach.
Long walks by the beach. I
Yes,
like long-haired books, as my dad used to call them.
Oh, yes. Yes,
So
and
you
also
have to tell me.
MaWu Lisa is half of the Nick and Rue unread
book review. Yes, yes. So MaWu Lisa Temple, we love education, and we've been doing book programs in the communities for years. We do a lot of talks on papers that have been written lately by some of our up and coming scholars. So doing unread book review with my brother Nick, we get to talk about books that have not been read in our collection, books we like to read, books we reread, and new authors, of course. So we have a lot of fun doing that 2 times a week. And for those who know me from the old school, we do healing chambers on every other Thursday night, talking about our health and all aspects of self, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, so on and so forth. So, all right, so I can't see what nobody's saying. You know I can't see. So
okay, so
you got to tell me what folks is saying.
Miss Lady Sarah said yes to the beach. Mr. Westbrook says float on. And then
hey, my name is
we being funny tonight. I think we invoking our mother's energy. My mother was a comedian, y'all.
Mine too.
Oh, she was a class clown. When my mom was in high school, my mother, okay, so my mother and I, we shared this one thing. When I was younger, I used to be able to lock my jaw or click my jaw. You could hear it really loud. It would sound like somebody hitting like a golf ball, right? Like, I can't do it now. I don't know what happened, but I used to be able to do it really loud. And my mother used to do the same thing when she was younger. She was a class clown, though. She used to make people laugh all the time. And so one time, my mother was yawning and laughing at the same time, and her jaw got locked. Her mouth was locked open, and they did not believe her that she was like really they thought she was playing. She's the class clown. She was like, and that was a funny story, because if you know my mother, she loved to talk and she's funny as hell, but you would not believe her if she was sitting there talking. You'd be like, Karen, come on. And so she sent her to the principal office like, you need to stop acting. And she really had her jaw locked like that. So yeah, my mother is I want to say she had a trickster spirit with her. She liked to play around. She did things that were really different. Like my mom is showing me memories. That's funny. Of things that she used to do and the things that I was told about her. And one of them was like, I don't want, well, she's gone now. She's not gonna go to jail. So when my mother was in high school, she had a boyfriend who was on the football team. And they had the back in the day, y'all, they had the the jackets. The varsity
Letterman jackets. Letterman
jackets. That's right. Now, mind you, I wasn't growing up back in the Letterman jacket days, but this is what I hit. Okay, so he had a Letterman's jacket, and my mom went. She was out in the hallways, and she saw him. Had some little girl up against the locker, talking to her with his little arm up against the locker. And my mom was like, oh, hell no. So she went and got her best friend out of class. And I could just see, it's funny because I could see her tapping on the window, talking about, come here, Delphine, come here. So she comes out and she's like, whatever his name is down here with who knows who. And these two is trouble anyway. So that was just not a good combination. Like she grew up, I met her, you know, as an adult, but I could just imagine after seeing what she used to do as an adult, what she would do as a child. So anyway, my mom, back then they ain't have lighters. Well, I don't know. She had a lighter. She had matches. She took some matches and stuck them in the locker where his little Letterman's jacket was to set that thing on fire. And she set the school lockers and all on fire. And
yes.
Shout out to my mother.
Yes.
Left eye. Because the eye is right. So when I say when I say I'm Karen's daughter, I be meaning like leave me alone because I'm Karen's daughter. I will set your shit on fire. So please.
Oh my God, you so crazy. You so crazy. You know, while I don't have an interesting tale like that, what I will say is my mother was a clown, and all of her children were, and all of my grandchildren are, and my children, and my mom, it was like a thing with her and us where she would have us on the ropes laughing. Like if you could get somebody to stay on the ropes laughing, that was what we was trying to do. If we got you going and we see that you can't breathe, we going in. We locking in then, you know. So my mother and my brother, you know, my brother's life was to make my mother laugh until she cried, right? So I don't know what had happened this particular day, but she was like resisting his laugh, and all that did was send him into overdrive. And when I tell you my mother started laughing, she was sliding down the chair. She was like, Kitty, stop! No! Like she is just like losing her mind because she can't stop laughing. And I think about that. And when I got older and I remember these memories about her laughing like that, right? I now know some of the things that she was going through. And without that laughter, she probably wouldn't have made it. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the clown that she was, because you know what? I found that that's how I get through most of my things. Anybody that's ever spent any time with me, know I'll make a joke out of anything. Excuse me. My worst stuff I'm going through. Oh, I got jokes.
For sure.
I think jokes.
Yes, I'm all about the laughter. I will make it funny. Laughter has saved many of lives of mine. Like just the laughter things that people think you should be crying through, but I look at stuff and I look at life and I just laugh, because who would have ever thought the things that we go through, and you can't do nothing but laugh at it sometimes. That's just
laughter do be saving lives. People don't know.
What, you gonna laugh or you gonna cry? Sometimes I'm gonna do both. Sometimes I'm gonna cry and then I'm gonna laugh about that shit.
No, you better hope I'm crying and laughing and not laughing and crying.
Oh, that part.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
Hey, Claudia. We were Human Designs in the house, MaWu Lisa. There she is.
Hey, I was just asking about you.
It sure was. Yes, we laugh to keep from crying. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. I can remember the first time. When I first started going through menopause, right? When it first started, and I didn't know what was going on with me, and I just felt like these overwhelming emotions. You know what I mean? And I would think about something so bad, and I'd be talking about it, and then I would start laughing. I was like, oh my God, I am losing my mind. I'm like, why am I crying, sobbing, and laughing maniacally like a maniac? And
that's that mother energy. We extreme, okay? We go from one extreme to the next in the same moment. Okay.
I was like, I said, let me check myself.
Yes.
I was like, can we call somebody?
No, you know what? I've done that. I might need some help. You do check yourself like, yo, I must be crazy because I just was crying. Now my ass is laughing at this because you start looking at it like, yo, what am I? Why? Why am I even putting that kind of energy into?
Exactly.
But might be a moment of that emotion running through you, you know, and then you just be like, what the fuck was I crying for?
But you know what, though? That do make me think more and more about how at one time you couldn't have told me I was anything like my mother. These things that I do, when I think back, I'm like, oh my God, this is what she was doing.
Yeah.
I said, this is what she was doing.
Yes.
I said, this is why, because you know how when they do things and it just seemed to make no sense.
You get it. When you get it, you get it.
But when you get it, you get it.
You get it. Yes. No, it's like, you know what it is? It reminds me of kind of like when I used to hear the sayings, and sayings would be really cliche, so you wouldn't even really pay attention. But then when you go through something, that shit hit, and you really get what that saying was really all about, you be like, oh man, it hit harder than, it's never cliche again in your mind. You like, yeah, no, that ain't cliche. That's some real stuff right there. You need to listen. But it didn't hit you until you had to go through it. And that's how, like, our parents, we don't understand them until we become parents too.
Well, I bet you everybody in the room can relate to this one. Because if your mama ain't said it, somebody said it. You can do bad by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
I had no idea what she was talking about.
What? That's that knowledge I'm telling you, we don't even know we're getting it at such a young age. And we don't even know how to digest it yet until we realize that I could do bad by myself. Like, goddamn.
Well, what does that mean? Like, I know I can do bad by myself. And it's like, no, you can do bad by yourself.
Yes.
You know? Who is that? What they saying?
Okay, so Lady Saturn said, I'm crying. If I'm crying and I start laughing, run.
Word is born. Word is born, sis. I feel you.
Claudia says she's so happy she made it to the live. Happy Mother's Day. And that just yesterday, she was explaining how sacred Black joy is. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I agree.
Yes. That inside, that inside joy. You know, sometimes we got to clear out the cobwebs, and laughter is one of the best ways to do that. Like, just to stir up emotions, because a lot of times when you've been so sensitive to things, and as we get older we become less sensitive to things, I know me personally, sometimes I'll be like, things that I should be excited about, I'm not necessarily not excited, I just don't have the same. And so purposeful laughter helps to bring back the enthusiasm in life. Like, it brings back the zest, you know. Like, it's a lady, I watch her on Instagram, and she's a comedian, but she does like she's a conscious comedian. So she'd be like, grand rising love. When she be talking to her male counterpart, she be talking in all that deep, I can't remember her name, but if y'all know, put it in the comments. She's a great comedian on Instagram, right? And I forgot where I was going with that, but if y'all know who she is, put it in the comments. I like to watch her. And she always talks about us speaking in joy and having Black joy and having joy in our hearts. And even in her comedy, it's like, if you know, you know. And those who need to hear that type of comedy, they cling to her. And that's why we have our own tribes, right? Some people, I would read the comments, and they like, what are you talking? Why are you talking like that? And I'm like, because it's funny. It's like, damn, can we just laugh? Is it okay just to have a laugh? Everything ain't got to be that sentence. I mean, that's serious. Yes. You know, there it is. There it is. Holistically hilarious. Because she knows that laughter heals. And she talks about purposefully laughing. That's what I was going to talk about. She talks about like, ha, ha, ha. She starts with like this, the ha, 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 ha. And she's bust out in laughter. And it's like a clearing of and I've done it when I felt like that meh feeling. And I'm like, nah, that's not how I want to feel. I change up my energy. It's a frequency. Laughter is actually a vibration and a frequency. And so that's her name. Thank you, Mr. Westbrooks. He knew exactly what I was talking about.
I should have known it was the show off.
Yeah.
I see you, brother. I see you, brother.
Yes. Oh, more Miss Personified, Miss Claudia. Yes, the hair is a dedication to my mother.
Yes. Ain't she doing it? Ain't she doing it?
Yes. Hello, little Karen is our co-star tonight.
Yes, little Karen in the building. Shout out.
Yes.
But you know what you were saying about the laughter is true, and that being the vibration. And the same thing is said for what we're doing tonight, talking about music, which is a vibration, a frequency that clears energy. It's like music can clear cobwebs, you know? So, you know, it changes the shape of water. It changes the shape of sand. You know, all of these things are proven. It makes the plants move. If you ever play music by your plants, you'll see that they move. Same thing with the trees and the grass, and animals love music too. So, I mean, you got to know that it's moving something.
Yes. Yes, we were definitely going to get into the music tonight. So me and MaWu Lisa were talking about our mothers and what kind of music our mothers would enjoy, right? So I asked MaWu Lisa to send me over a list of music so that I could download it and have it for the show. So I didn't get it was able to have it uploaded for the show, but we're still going to talk about the music tonight, and we'll play a little bit of music in between that I think, because our mothers aren't here now, but I still think they would enjoy this music now. Like my mother is very progressive, you know, and so there was a lot of music that MaWu Lisa shared with me that I said, hold the hell up. My mama would have played this song too. So we didn't even have a lot of music to share tonight because it was shared songs. There was a lot of songs that were shared. I thought I was gonna have my list and she was gonna have hers, and it just comes to find out both our mothers was playing the same damn music. We was in the house with the same things. And you know, as I've mentioned quite a few times, my mom was a DJ. So the only one song that I'm going to see if MaWu Lisa's mom ever played it for her. And I promise y'all, I was not proud of this song. When I heard the song, I said, Mom, why the hell are you playing this song? I was a little kid, and my mom was at the DJ. She's a DJ on the radio, okay? So she could play with that. And it was my grandfather owned the radio station in Montgomery, Alabama. And so my mom could play whatever she wanted to play. Like it was just whatever she wanted to do, my mother did. Okay. And so this song, was like,
for some reason, I feel like I know what song it is, but I want to hold it.
No,
I want to hold it because when you said it the first time to me, I was like, what song can I think of that my mother would play and we would start giggling like we heard we'd be over there like, oh, he said the word. So I'm wondering what song it is. So I'm anxious to hear.
I was disgusted. Let's just put it that way. I was like, Mom. And it was so funny because when I heard the song, okay, let me just give y'all a clear picture of who Karen was, okay? My mother was an RN growing up. She went to college in Detroit, Michigan. So she went to school to be an RN. She also was a DJ on the radio, but she was also a DJ in the juke joints because we lived in Alabama at a point in time. So she did the juke joint DJing. She was a bartender. She was just the socialite type of woman, right? Okay, so that's how my mother was. Let's just paint this little clear picture. She was definitely, we went to church a couple of times. We definitely were not churchy. My mother was not a very churchy person. We just go, like she was very friendly to everybody, but we would go to church because it was something going on at the church. Like, oh, well, you know, Brenda told us to come up to the church. So we went to the church. But my mom she was very social. Okay. So the things that my mom would do as a child, I would just be like, why are you doing this? And she was on the radio one time, and this guy, my mom liked to talk. You know, I like to talk. That's why I got a podcast. That's why she had a radio station. That's why she had her own show on the radio station. And the guy called in complaining, I just want to hear the song. I just want to hear the song. I don't want to hear you talk through the song. Oh. My mom played the song and talked the whole damn song, like the whole song. She was like, and so, like, she was like, oh yeah, that's just how my mom is. Like, and as she got older, the more you could not tell her nothing. But she played this song because she was like, this is dedicated to him. And we're going to talk about what song that is after we get to the other great songs. But just to let you know, she dedicated that song to this man. So understand, she was not happy with this man with telling her not to talk through the song. And so the one song she didn't talk through was this song. And I was like, please talk through this song. Okay, let's see what y'all think it is. Hold on. Oh, yes, her plants love music. She says, my intrusive thoughts are telling me it's Millie Jackson that gave the reaction.
That's a good guess for whoever that is.
That's Miss Lady Saturn. Yep, Peace Anubis. Yes, thank you, Starseed, for being here tonight. We are sharing about our mothers. I just want to give y'all a backstory so y'all can kind of get to know. Karen was she was socialite. My mom, I used to tell my mom, you will find a hood in any state we go to. You just gonna find a hood. And she's gonna make all the hood friends too. Everybody love her because she's a real person. Like I said, the realest people I've met aren't the richest people I know. My mom will find the realest people in the room. She don't care what you got. If you got a good spirit, my mom will find you and she will make friends with you. And you will love her to the point that you'll be ready to fight for her by the time the end of the day is over. You'll be like, yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl right there. So that's the type of person my mom was. Like, she was a people person for sure.
Well, I guess I should tell about my lady.
Yeah.
My mom, the true Leo, the lion, she, like I said, she had a Sag moon, so she was a clown, and she was always just loud and beautiful in the house, though. My mother was a big house person. She was a nurse at first, and then she went back to school to be an accountant. And that's what she did all the way up to her ascension. She was an accountant for some major companies in New Jersey. She was excellent with numbers. She was like Rain Man. And it's so funny because my youngest daughter, I call her Numbers because she just like my mom. Just do anything with numbers. But my mom, her biggest thing was she was very, very reserved unless she knew you. And so you could tell who she liked and who she didn't of how much she was able to relax and enjoy herself. And so she wasn't a big drinker. She did smoke cigarettes, her long, thin lady cigarettes. But she wasn't a big drinker. Every once in a while on her birthday, she would have a pina colada. So even in memory of her now, me and my children always got to have a pina colada and a piece of cheesecake because that was what she liked. So I let them get that from whenever. So, I'm not a bad parent. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, giving the kids pina colada and cake. This is why all the kids love me, y'all. Anyway, she loved music. My mother was a big music lover. She had a beautiful voice. I mean, amazing voice. And she loved to dance. And she was thicker than like 10 kind of Snickers. I'ma let you know she was built right. You feel me? And she made all her own clothes. So she was a fashion plate. And it's so funny because I can remember growing up looking at her, wishing that I was more like her. I was very, very tomboyish. You know what I mean? Nobody, when I had 7 kids, people was looking at me like, wait, what? It's like, that was a new one. Okay. But it was what it was. But I don't know. She was just dainty, you know? And like I said, she loved music. And so the music that I was able to share with you tonight, like I said, I could have given you 200 songs, but those I thought represented her well And so when you said that they also represented your mother well, it just further solidified why it's been so easy for us to take these last couple of years and spend it together talking about our mothers.
Yes.
Because we are our mothers. And I noticed that more and more about us every year. If you go back and look at the first time we did this, we wasn't laughing this much. We was such sad baby girls. We was so sad. You know, we was putting a good smile on, but we was sad.
Yes.
You know, and it's not to say that we don't feel some of those same feelings, but we've grown and we've matured and we've now seen and felt some of the things that our mothers have. And so when we listen to these songs, we can truly relate now. They're not just words with pretty melodies. They have meaning. And we know that if our mothers went through anything like what we've been through, them some bad girls right there. You feel me?
For sure.
So, listen, may we continue to be like them. Ashe.
Ashe.
You know?
Yes. Our mothers had a lot in common, especially when it came to the music. So one of the first songs that I had on the list for you was Lovely Day. Oh my God. Okay. So who's the artist? You know, I know the songs, but
wait a minute. You know, my mind is like Swiss cheese at this time of night. Wait a minute. Bill Withers.
Okay, Bill Withers. Okay, so Bill Withers, Lovely Day. Y'all go ahead and play that in your head because we was only gonna be able to play like the beginning anyway because they were gonna shut us down. So we're gonna sing it.
You know what? We should have had somebody on here to sing all the songs for us.
Yes. You know what?
Wait a minute. Who in the audience can want to come up here and sing for us? Who down there want to come up there and sing? Smart video girl down there. Who down there?
She said with a spoon because she was thinking about Pops from John Witherspoon.
No.
Got to coordinate. Yes. Listen, if you want to sing for us, I will send you the link and you can come on stage.
Yes.
Songs out now. Come on. If you got that voice, you can go ahead. We were talking about
come on. Look, give us a few seconds of it. Hum a few bars, as my mama would say.
But that Lovely Day, yes, it reminds me of waking up and cleaning up.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes. It reminds me freshly vacuuming and dusting on a Sunday.
Saturday rise.
Okay. Yes. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, we about to go down the list. So that, first of all, your list was beautiful. Okay. Your list brought back memories. I was like, oh my God. Okay, which song am I gonna pick? Because we ain't even got room for all these beautiful songs, and you definitely didn't even give me your whole list. But that Lovely Day. So if you guys, it's a little young girl. She's young. She like maybe 15, and she's caught on a Ring camera going to her friend's house, and she rings the doorbell, and she waiting for her friend to come, and she's like, "Wake up! It's gonna be a lovely day." What's the lyric? Lovely day. She say, "Lovely." It's a lovely day, and she starts singing it, and it's so cute. She's like, "When you wake up in the morning, love." And I said, these are the kind of friends that I need. That song, was such a beautiful song. So tell me about how you felt when you hear that song. What are your memories?
My memories are, like I said, Saturday rise, hearing the vacuum cleaner, you know, taking the blinds down and washing them.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Putting the clothes on the line.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yes.
You know, washing up the Sunday dishes, you know, but you know, what really came to mind with that song was one time, we had got brand new carpet. My mother had worked so hard so we could get this carpet, and she bought a vacuum cleaner, and she ain't want us walking. Now, how we was going to get from where we was going to where we was going without stepping on the carpet. I don't know. But every time you turn around, she was vacuuming this carpet so it would go the same direction, right? So, like I told you, she was built like, right? So I hear the song, like, and she down there dancing with the vacuum cleaner. You know what I'm saying? She just spinning it around and she dancing, right?
Yes.
And I remember sitting there just looking like, yo, she is like Grace Kelly out there, John. You know what I'm saying? Like with the vacuum cleaner. And it was just so cute and so innocent. And because my mother was such a sad baby, my mother was sad. Gotta love my daddy. But my mother was a sad baby. She was sad. And so to see her having a good time, just listening to a song and vacuuming and dancing, it was like, wow, this what she looked like when she happy. Yes. I want that for her all the time.
Yes.
So I love Saturdays and I love that song.
Shout out to all our wishes for our mothers. Because for sure, that's I love that. That's the things that I think that I capture, I think of the most is the moments where I see her face light up. Like the things that gave her so much joy. And I know one of them was me being a little kid, just me being a kid. I remember I used to catch my mom just staring at me. And I'd be like, what? And she'd be like, nothing. And now I'll be doing that to my kids. I'll be like, wow. And they'd be like, what? And I'd be like, nothing. Yes. Finding her joy. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Her and her vacuum cleaning and her love.
And I mean, she was so happy. She was so happy. Just in her joy. And I mean, just not missing a beat,
Yes.
This lady. And it was just a beautiful thing to see, because we never got to see her happy like that.
Yes. It's so crazy how multifaceted. A lot of times we grow up just thinking of our mothers as mothers and not even thinking about them as like they are multifaceted beings. They are, first of all, women first. They are women. They are born, they little girls, right? First, they little girls. And then they grow up into these women. But as we grow up, we realize we're still just little girls on the inside. Our little inner child is still there. It still exists. And those little joys, when we see them capture those little joys, it's like we able to capture a piece of their inner child just doing this little, like, oh, you can relate to that. As a child, there were certain things that like my mom would do I could relate to, or her being funny. It would just be like, just being goofy is just like, oh, it's like almost like, oh, you being like my sister. And of course, I've seen, the traumatics and the things she went through. And for her to keep that light, my mother was always a light. Yeah, anywhere she went, again, she was that light. And she was funny, but she was real. And that would scare people and make them like her at the same time. You would never know, because my mother did drink. And she, my mom, she liked to drink. And so you would never know which one you were going to get. Which of the Pisces fish. My mom was a Pisces. I'm a Pisces, y'all. So you would never know if you was going to get the spiritual swimming up or the physical, like I'll slap the shit out of you. But you just never knew which one you were going to get. And she was always real. I remember my auntie was telling me about she had introduced my mom to one of her friends, a guy friend. And my mom didn't like him. And she was just like, what? What is he looking at? And it's just the way she would just say things bluntly. When I was a kid, I used to be embarrassed. I'd be like, Mom, but now I got to catch myself. Because I'd be like, I don't really like that little boy over there. Like, because you can feel the energy, though. It's different. It's like, I'm not trying to be judgmental. But I know now my mom used to pick up on certain things about people and she just say it out loud. And I used to be like, why are you saying the silent things out loud, Mom? And now I catch myself saying the silent shit out loud. The things I thought I should be keeping to myself, I can't keep it to myself. And so I respect my mom for being a realist. Like, she people love my mom, and I used to be embarrassed. You know how people like, man, your mom's so cool, and I'd be like, oh, she's embarrassing. And now I'm her. I promise y'all.
You are her now. You are her.
I'm embarrassing. I'm embarrassing. I embarrass my kids all the time. I'm myself all the time. And my mother wanted just to be herself all the time. And I think
same.
Yeah, but I think that a lot of time we were living in different times, right? So
absolutely.
She wasn't as free as I am. And she wasn't, I don't think she was we weren't the same type of people. So I feel like sometimes we are our mothers. We are like an upgraded version of our mothers. Like the things that they wanted for themselves have been implanted into us. And there's something in me that keeps me going. And I think those are her dreams as well. Like there's things that my mother didn't get to accomplish that I know that I will and I have accomplished in this lifetime because she hasn't. Like those dreams were planted into me. There were certain things that I don't even think they were mine. Like it was like certain things I had to get through because again, she didn't. But I wanted to do that for her. And then once I got through those things, that's like even with working, certain levels in my job I wanted to get to so I could say, I did it. It didn't make me feel no kind of way by the time I hit it. It was like, okay, that was that goal. But I knew that like my mom looked at me and was like, look at my baby. Look what and that made her feel like I raised somebody who could live out the dream, not just her own dreams, but the dreams I couldn't even finish for myself. And that's what I felt like. My mom would look at me and have so much pride. So I always felt good about that. But I also know that like, that's how I am with my kids. There's certain things I see in my kids, they're very ambitious. You think I'm something. These bams right here is just like, they like me times 10, they want to art, they want to sing, they want their own podcast, they want to do these things, and they're very expressive at an early age, which I wasn't at an early age, but those are the things I wished. And then when I had my babies, they were the things that I wished for.
Oh, let's see, that right there should get you like mom brownie points. That should get you mom brownie points right there.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut that and play that for them. So
what does that say?
He says, that's a matured point of view. Love that. Yes. I had to grow up to even get to that point though.
Yeah.
For a long time, we hold resentment towards our mothers. Sometimes we look at them, we expect and put them on a pedestal that they are not like humans. They are like superheroes. You my mom. You're not supposed to do these things. You're not supposed to be a person. You're supposed to be my mom. And my mom was a straight up person first. Okay. She's my mom second, but my mom was a person first.
Like I said, my mom, she, so I learned so much about my mom, and I agree with you sometimes about us being a version that they, saw of themselves in some kind of way, because I know my mother was very afraid for me at how bold and brazen I was, and how, what they call opinionated, that I was, I was I'm an Aquarius. If I know, I know, and you ain't gonna tell me nothing different. Hello. And my Sagittarius moon is like, and I'll punch you in your face. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what, you want to fight? Like, and my mother was like, you can't just go through the world like that. I was like, why not?
Exactly.
I'm like, if they ask for it, I'm giving it to them, but and so sometimes I used to feel like because I was that way that I was disappointing her. But I found out later that was one of the things that she respected about me as a woman, was that I would stand on mine. Like, well, you could do what you're going to do, but what I said is what I said.
That's it. That part. I love that.
You don't mess with me no more after that. You know what I mean? We somebody. I see dead people.
That's, oh my God, we gotta definitely talk about that. Hold on, my son is an Aquarius, it's that Sagittarius moon and Leo rising. Lord, y'all know how to go left for real. Listen,
all day, my love, all day.
and yes, I didn't see my mom as a woman until 4 years ago. Exactly. You know, what you said was so true. I used to think the same thing. You know, my mom used to say, don't be so mean, Rocky. But I realized later that, like, my mom was proud of me because I would stand on business. It was the things that I would not back down from. She'd be like, damn, because those are the seeds she planted. It was like, I'm not brave enough, but if I could, this is what I would want. And we are that. We are that. And so even in generations, as we see the generations come out, we see them more, you know, feistier, or they want different things. And we have to think about what were we thinking about when we were carrying these babies, or, you know, what was our thought processes. And then we look at them and they don't care about nothing. Well, we was thinking, shit, I don't want to have to deal with none of this bill stuff. I don't want to work no more. And then we got babies that don't want to work no more because they see a bit, they have the vision implanted in them of the things that we've always wanted. And so my mom looks at me, she always see me as a baby, but she also see me as her dream come true, right? Like, that's what we are for them. We are their, like, my mom, because I was the only girl. My mom had a son, an older son, but it was just me and my brother. And I was just, to her, I was her, honey. I was like, look at me. That's me right there. Like, she would introduce me to people like, come here. Though she looked just like me. And I am not you. And it's like, yes, you are. You truly are. You are her wildest dream.
You know, it's so funny. I can think now. I've never had my mom say that I was her. She attributed a lot of my constitution and character to my father.
Oh.
and my mother just said I was my own person from the beginning. She said I was my own person from the beginning. She said, you know, and you know, that's kind of indicative of what they say in Aquarius is, you know what I mean? I walk my own walk. I do what I do. I'm what they call weird, you know what I mean? But I'm cool as hell though.
That part. Yeah.
You know, I'm like, you want to know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to. And the thing was, I didn't want to. But she could see, you know, that when she had me in my creative element, which included music, that I was able to relate more to people. You know what I mean? I was able to relate because music is a language. You know, just like you feel about that song and I feel about that song, and we saw our mothers feel about that song, that's a language that we speak. Yes. Somebody else can hear that song and it'll mean nothing.
Yep. You're right.
You know? Now, yep. I did want to ask you this about that song. So we know what kind of vibe that song got, right? Would you agree that our mothers would love Pharrell's Happy?
Yes. That's like the yes. So yes, the equivalent of yes, that type of energy. You know, it's like, yes, that same vibe.
And you want to know why I asked that? Because my youngest daughter said that when she sees me dance and sing to that, she says she think about my nana, her nana, my mom, dancing to that.
Oh wow, oh wow. You know, my mom like that.
When I hear that song, when I hear Pharrell Happy,
yes,
I don't care where I'm at. I will stop the car and get out.
Cause she happy that's alone if you feel like we're out of room. Yes. No, I ain't gonna lie. That song, that was it, you know what? It had a vibe to it. No matter how you was feeling, you hear that song, how you not happy?
And now think about Lovely Day though.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Yo, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're right.
They play that in the clubs.
Wow. Right.
Your same thing with Happy. She spun that in the club.
Same thing with Happy.
Yes.
You're right. Yes. It's that same, it's tempo type of vibe, and it gets, that's what I was saying earlier about the music. Since we don't have the music that our moms would have listened to back then, there are equivalents to me in our mind, the types of music that my mom would definitely like. There was a song I play it all the time, y'all, and I really love this song. It's called "The Rain Isn't Over," and it's kind of, what it reminds me of. Oh my God, "The Wind Beneath My Wing."
Oh,
that's what it. I know.
That's a nice song.
And that's gonna
nice
remind me of Peaches, which is gonna make me want to cry with that nipple. And my mom, I watched that with my mom before. But this song, Debbie, "The Rain Isn't Over." I love this song. And she isn't like well, actually, if you go online, there a lot of people have seen her videos, but she's not like a well-known artist. But this song is beautiful. And I think my mother would have truly loved this song. I want to play it for you. I don't know if you ever heard it. It's called "Debbie, The Rain Isn't Over." So I've played it here a couple of times on Pronoia, you guys. I'm going to play it real quick, and then we're going to come right back and finish talking about the music with MaWu Lisa here. Be right back, y'all.
The rain isn't over. Newsman on the TV tells me there's gonna be thunder crashing over me. I'm running for cover. Footsteps on the concrete beneath me. They're cheering me onwards with that simple melody. When day feels like night, I can be my own light. Go dancing in the rain, dancing in the rain. Oh, if I find it inside, I can learn how to shine. I can shine it through the rain. Maybe I can be somebody's rainbow. Maybe I could be somebody's shelter. Tell them they can lean on my shoulders. Yeah, they're stronger than they seem. I'll carry you over when the puddles seem too deep. I'll carry you homewards. I'll help you find your feet. When day feels like night, I can be my own light. Go dancing in the rain, dancing in the rain. Oh, if I find it inside, I can learn how to shine. I can shine it through the rain. Maybe I could be somebody's rainbow. I'll be the umbrella in your cocktail. I can be the sugar in your dark and stormy. If it rains a lot, we can set sail. No matter the weather, you can always call me. I'll be the umbrella in your cocktail. I can be the sugar in your dark and stormy. If it rains a lot, we can set sail. No matter the weather, you can always call me. When day feels like night, I can be my own light. Go dancing in the rain, go dancing in the rain. Oh, if I find it inside, I can learn how to shine. I can shine it through the rain. Maybe I could be somebody's rainbow.
All right.
Yes. That was beautiful.
Yes. I love that song so much. And I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of my mom because she's such a strong person. And I feel like that just being that type of person, you become someone's rainbow. You can become like just to see you go through those things and get through them. Like you can just be, she just was a staple for me of like people who can get through things. And her life was never easy, but she always had a smile on her face, even to the end. Even when my mom was in the hospital, she was still making us laugh. Like, I'm like, I was still, yeah, and you know, we go through things. I love that song because she says the rain isn't over, you know, but I'm still gonna be able to get through it. We know it's gonna always be rain, you know, and without our mothers, it's been a lot harder to get through. I feel like, you know, if you've never lost your mom, thank God for that. You know, if you still have your mother, please give her a hug and a kiss for me. Like, I tell people that all the time. When
All
I'm
the
in the
time.
stores and I see people with their moms, like, I just sit there and I stare sometimes. I think how beautiful it is and how wonderful it would be to have my mother, like, be able to go grocery shopping with me and just do the simple things. So if your mother is still here, give her a big old hug and a kiss. Be grateful for her no matter what the relationship is. Know that she's teaching you one way or another. You know, we talked about the, you know, the good mother, and, you know, they say the bad mother in the book when they talk about the mother energy. And mothers, we carry all of it, you know, carry the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it.
We do. You know, that song, now when I listened to it, I didn't liken a song to it in terms of the lyrics. I was listening to the softness and the vulnerability of it.
Mm-hmm.
And what it made me think about was the first time I ever heard my mother sing Stacy Lattisaw Love on a Two-Way Street. And I remember hearing this tenderness and this vulnerability and this brokenness, almost, if you will, of this young lady finding love and then losing it, you know, on this two-way street. And Stacy Lattisaw, if you've never heard her voice, she has a very soft, light, high voice. And the other thing it made me think about was Minnie Riperton, you know, Loving You. It's something about that. It's something about that softness and that strength, but vulnerability, because it's a strength in there.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But it's this vulnerability, and Minnie Riperton has such a her richness in the it was just amazing, you know. And I was just say, yeah, it made me think of that, and the softness of that song. It was very beautiful.
Yeah, I love that. And Lost It on a Lonely House. Oh, stop it.
Lost It on a Lonely Highway.
Yes.
Yeah. Who said that? Who said that?
Lady Saturn.
Yes, baby. And Lost It on a Lonely Highway.
Absolutely.
And so they understand. They understand what I'm talking about with that. It's this vulnerability in that song.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like I took a step out here.
It seems so raw and open. And then when I heard it's just, it's just, I've been through things, and I still, and it's the power of going through things and still willing to be there for other people. A lot of people don't realize that, like, the people that are really truly the staples and the bridges and the people who hold things together are the people who've been through the most, and they just survive it, and they come out with a stronger, bigger heart. You would think things that they've been through will break their heart, but they turn out and they become the rainbow. Like I'm saying, like, they become like that reminder that good things are still to come. Like, look at them. Like, look, look what happened to her, and look at her now. You know, they become those type of people, and that's beautiful. And that's why I love that song. Like, I found it I think it was like on TikTok or something. Just, again, these artists, there's so many beautiful artists. Don't let AI destroy art, y'all. Continue to create. Shout out to you guys. Continue to create. And listen, I use AI art all the time, but also I love true art. I love artists who sit there and draw. I love people who sing their own songs and all that good stuff too. So if you are an artist and you have great music, come to Pronoia. We will play it here. I love beautiful music. Shout out to Debbie. Yes, keep the art sacred. Absolutely. Yes, because, you know, we have talents. And listen, I am not an anti-AI person. I'm going to just tell you that I am not anti-AI, because I already know that that's a part of where we're going. It's a part of the technology we're moving into. But AI to me It's here to replace the things that were taking up our time from the things that we could be really truly putting into. AI can't align your chakras. AI can't, there's certain things AI ain't gonna be able to do that we can do. And it's allowing, I feel like it's just pulling all that stuff that we were distracted by, like, okay, you can do the little busy work, but the stuff that truly matters, we're going to continue to do that. It can mimic, but it cannot create. It's not creating, it is mimicking what you are doing. So continue to create, be artists, and share your art. Okay, continue to share. Don't feel like, I hear so many people discouraged by AI. Use it to your advantage. I use it on Pronoia to make beautiful videos, but I still have control over it. I'm not telling AI, make whatever you want. Like, use your imagination. It allows you to use your imagination. You may not be tech savvy. I wasn't tech savvy. I can't put in all them codes. So I found a way to speak what I want into existence. But don't give up all your power. Continue to create. Continue to use your hands to create, because I think it's going to become a art that is going to be very high value in the future. It's that lost thing. Everybody will get into one thing and then they'll go back and say, I want the original. I want the handmade art. And if you continue to be able to do that, some people are going to lose it because they're going to get caught up in what's hot right now. But continue to create.
I can't say that I'm not anti-AI as much as to say I'm anti-dying without water. So that's my biggest thing. You know what I mean? I think about the sustainability aspects of, what it means to be able to have all of these people working in that kind of space. And again, I know it's going to happen regardless of how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? But I just think about, at the end of the day, if we see like a major potential problem with something, we should be addressing that right now and finding ways to make sure that doesn't become our demise, in trying to practice a level of creativity that truly we've done since the beginning of time without no help. So I do get it though, freeing up time for, the things that you could be focused on that are more important, but the creativity is actually what keeps us alive.
That's
you
right.
know what I mean? So
right.
Doing things which making music with your mouth like Biz Markie, you know what I'm saying? Hey. Crocheting things, painting things, creating and fiddling around. All that is good for the major computer, which is this one. So
that's right.
Yes, let's keep those computers going, people, and use AI if you're going to use it, but use it responsibly. Yes. And see, that's my mother giving you a PSA. That was my mother giving you a PSA in the middle of a good time.
Yes. Proactive, not reactive, right? Be prepared or be pissed. That's true. That's what I'm doing. Listen, I just be prepared. I can see certain glimpses into the future, and I can tell you, let the stuff work for you, the things that work for you, but be aware and use your discernment. Don't let everything should never get out of hand. Nothing should be
nobody should be able to pull the wool over your eyes.
No, exactly. Thank you.
That's all I'm saying. Don't let nobody sell you no bad nickels. Give you no bad nickels. We already lost all the pennies. If we done lost the pennies, let's not lose the nickels.
That's not.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Now we lost all the pennies. You right about that.
But I keep my pennies. I don't care what nobody say.
Because they're gonna come back. Watch. See, I'm telling you, it's gonna make it come back.
They're gonna come back like bell bottoms.
I just slipped out.
They gonna come back like bell bottoms and afros.
Yes. That's right. The penny. Keep your penny. I'm telling you, there's certain things, if you think about it, it's always a cycle and a cipher. Things go around, come back around. And people, certain things, I'm just not getting rid of. I'm telling you, it's going to be right back. It's going to be right back. Like the natural body. That's why I ain't mess with it. I'm not messing with it. It's going to come back in style.
Girl.
Listen, I'm leaving it what it is. It's going to come back and then everybody going to be like, oh, I'm taking everything out. It's not going to be the same. It's not gonna be the same. You done stretched it out, you done made it something that wasn't, and now you gotta want to go back to what it was. It's like a balloon. You blew it up, it's still gonna you gonna feel that balloon and blew up at some point. It ain't gonna be the same type. Okay, that's my mama. See, that's some shit my mom would say, and people would be like, "Why you say that, Karen?" And she'd be like, "Well, it's the truth." You know, that's why I don't put all that stuff in there. That's what my mom would say.
Girl, you
yes,
know you
natural everything.
Yo.
Natural teeth, natural hair, natural everything is gonna come back, and then everybody gonna be looking like, oh, well, let me get these. Ain't no point now. Listen, this is so funny because this has been my little weird, always weird thought. You know how there's some people, the Aquarius in me. Here we go. Here's my Aquarius quirk. I've always known, like, I feel like, you know, when they say God made us in God's image, right? I'm made in the image of God. My goddess. The image that God is going to come back for is the image that God made me. So if I go and mess around and I look like Nicki Minaj's God is going to come back for me, and I'm being with the wrong. I don't look like Rael's God. I'm not looking, because God gave me some quirks. I got quirks about myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, I'm not built like the average, you know what I'm saying? I got little things about me, but I think those things about me make me unique. And when it's time to figure out who is who, it's going to be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. One of your eyes is supposed to be up here, one like this. All of us in this tribe look like this, but you now look like this, so you must belong to that tribe. And everybody's the Nicki Minaj tribe or Cardi B tribe. So I'm just saying, that's always been a little weird thought in the back of my mind.
Girl, you picked a hell of a tribe. That's all I got to say.
Yes, I'm in the Karen tribe, and you in the same
Girl, you
tribe.
Don't look. If you notice, now that's my mother making me laugh. I done lost my whole daggone earring. I was like, where my earring at? I was like,
yo, we are silly tonight.
Oh my God, yo. I was
sorry,
like,
y'all.
yo,
I
was like, I know I had an earring on. Like, what the
That's how I feel. I just had to say that.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God. Oh.
I been thinking about that all this. These are the little intrusive thoughts that go through my head. Like, I can't change
you
that.
Are a fool, yo. You said Nicki Minaj God gonna come looking for
you. Like, yo, I got a lot. I didn't know I had this many. So look, like, and Nicki, she that's not even what she looked like. So I don't even know.
Girl, look here. He gonna get these same old titties that he gave. I'll be like, you know what it was? That's what it is. I want to say this, yeah. While we was talking about the AI. So, you know, I didn't see this video, y'all. I didn't see this video when she was making it or whatever. I leave when I'm working with somebody, I am one of the easiest people to collaborate with because I let people have creative freedom, right? So she said, well, you know, I could do like the regular video if you don't want the AI, or I could do something. I said, you know what, Goddess, it's your show. You do it your way. I don't want to mess up your format. You know, you got something going on there, brand, you know. So she sends me the video. I'm watching the video, right? I'm loving the music, right? Because I'm laughing because I'm like, my daughter didn't know that's coming to America. She ain't know about He's Your Queen. So I'm laughing at that. But then we start walking up to the mothership. And I said, girlfriend gave me juice. She gave me juice, yo. I was like, look at her. I said, walk that walk, Mill. Walk that walk. I was like, do that thing, girl. Listen, I was like, it was swaying.
I'm gonna play that joke. Yes, Lord. I'm gonna play that joke. But listen, what's so funny when I see it, I said, my Lisa's gonna be like, all that ass and them. All that ass. Yeah, you seen it. Yes.
I was like,
Listen,
oh
I
yeah.
said, no,
I
I
was
just went in
like,
my pictures.
I was
Look,
like this. I was like,
I downloaded our pictures, and this is the body they thought we should have. Okay, because I was like, wait a minute, my back do not look like that, Halle Berry. But okay, we can do it if you want to do it. So that's
listen. That's how I see me.
Hey, that's how I see me too. So it is what it is. Yes. Oh yeah. See, my hair used to. So the picture I gave was my old haircut, and so that was what it gave me. I said, okay, well that's what we're doing this time. So yes, we're gonna run that back. Now I don't have the song downloaded, and I love that song too. That song. So first of all, I had The Mother, which is the song I'm gonna play with it tonight originally, right? And then I heard that song. And I said, oh, hell no. This is the song right here.
What? It was the bop. It was the bop, yo.
Yes. Like for real. Listen, the next show we on the 21st, it will be here. Okay. It will be here. We're going to play that. We're going to run that because that's my joint. And I had the original video. So if y'all don't know, that is Fats Nwandie. Her husband is a rapper and she's a rapper as well, but that's her song and the video is dope. She got, and she's like the Queen of Hearts, but in pink. Like, oh, it's dope. It's a very dope video. But when I heard the song, I said, and then I put it with the video. I said, baby, that's the song right there. I took the Mother song off.
Let me tell you something. We was stepping to that. You hear me?
Yes, we was. That was Joey was like, stepping. What?
I was like, go on, girl, work that thing.
Yeah, she went hard on Queen. Yes, that's the song we used was Queen. So the next time y'all come on the 21st when MaWu Lisa is back, I promise to have that. We're going to come in on that jump together. Like, hey, because at the end, she be like, bow down. Bow down. I said, oh, she took that jump. So yeah, shout out to her. That was a dope song. But
it is. You did a wonderful job, sis. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you. You know, I be putting my heart and soul into them jobs for real.
I know you
think about us. I be thinking about everybody when I do it. I think about them, and I was like, yeah, MaWu Lisa, you know. And even with the promo before that, when we had the chairs just sitting there, and it's just like the Queen is coming, the Queen is coming.
Yes, yes.
I loved it. It was like yes.
My granddaughter liked that one.
Yes, yes. So shout out to
Fat. The Queens is coming.
Yes, but I'm gonna play the video real quick so they can see the backside of MaWu Lisa. No, but it's the you know what? I've never seen MaWu Lisa in person. So in my head, this is how she's built, y'all. So
thank you, baby. I love you.
So we're gonna run it back. I'm gonna play The Mother by Lava, which we love that song. We love the Mother song, but that Queen song, we're gonna have that on the 21st, y'all.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna remove us and we'll come back to the stage.
Yep.
All right.
Welcome to the universal womb, where all things are created at the speed of light. You have been brought here by the Mother.
Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. All the babies in the wombs worldwide with the mother. I'm sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play with the mother, aiming at your jugular. What you say to the mother? Pussy niggas tryna have they fucking way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'ma have to pray with the mother. The mother, divine feminine, not a ghost in the shell, not the original sin. Sekhmet, serpents, fearless, lioness, worlds in my hips, life on my lips, and I'ma count to 10. Better come again, or we cord cut 10. See it in my eyes, feminine rising. All the babies worldwide, I'm on the front line. Tully on my side and a lullaby, baby, don't cry. Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. All the babies in the wombs worldwide with the mother. I'm sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play with the mother, aiming at your jugular. What you say to the mother? Pussy niggas tryna have they fucking way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'ma have to pray with the mother. Mama Earth, Mother Gaia, free the Congo, free Sudan and Gaza. Free the minds of every child locked in bondage. I'ma stand up on that business, I'm riding, I'm sliding on all these fuck niggas fucking with our kids.
We ain't hear no music.
You ain't hear nothing? Y'all ain't hear the music?
I didn't.
Did y'all hear the music? Because I'm over here jamming to the mother. Y'all didn't hear the music?
I didn't hear nothing.
Let me know in the comments, y'all, if y'all got y'all over here watching the video with no sound, because that is crazy. Okay, they heard it. You didn't hear it, but Lisa didn't hear it. Okay, because I'm like, wait a minute. I'm over this joke like, yeah. She like, no. Okay, they heard it. They heard it.
But I did see my junk in the wagon, girl.
Look, Claudia said the same thing. She said, I appreciate all that booty you put on me.
I know that's right. Shoot.
Listen, Mahatma, I got her too on the end of that little video when she walking that booty going, bang. Listen. Why not?
Why not? Exactly. So what is this next song we going to discuss, man?
All right, let's get to the list. Let's see. All right, let's see. What's the next song? Let me just go through what I sent to be downloaded. Let's see here. Okay. Hold on. I got a couple of them. Oh, the next one was Stevie Wonder.
I wish.
Yes.
I wish those days could come back once more. That was the thing right there. That, you know what? I can tell you why I love that song. Because my mother and my Uncle Gene taught us how to do the bump. The dance. Yo, I'm telling you, they taught us how to do the bump to that song. I'll never forget that. We had so much fun. We was doing Soul Train Line.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Did she go there with the Soul Train line?
Yes.
Y'all used to do the Soul Train line. Yes.
Yep. To that, so we was, and her and my Uncle Gene taught us how to do the bump.
Yes. The bump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I said, oh my God, yes. First of all, I love Stevie Wonder. Shout out to Stevie Wonder. I met Stevie Wonder in person at his daughter's birthday party. A good friend of mine is married to Stevie Wonder. And so I don't know. I've met a lot of celebrities, honestly, because a lot of my family are in the music industry. And so I would meet celebrities all the time. But I never been like how I was when I met Stevie Wonder. I was just like I was just like staring at this man, and I know he could feel it from the back. You know what I'm saying? I know he could feel it because he had the extra sensories and stuff. And I was just staring at the back. Yes. First of all, it wasn't no security. You know what I'm saying? Like standing around him, because I'm like, that's Stevie Wonder. Like I could go sit next to him right now. I'm not, but I could. And I was just staring at this man. And I would like that whole feeling of like that stardom thing. It happened. I was just like shocked, and I was trying to look behind his glasses and stuff. I was just like, wow, yeah. I was just I tell people the story because I got pictures of him holding Nina when she was a baby. Nina was only like 4 months old and then Brooklyn, my oldest child, was playing on I said, you got to get in this picture. You're gonna regret this when you get older. Now she's like, oh my God, you don't have a picture with me. Ma'am, you wanted to play in the bouncy house. And I was taking a picture with Stevie Wonder. So shout out to Stevie Wonder. And when I saw that, I was like, that's the only person I've ever been like, I was just starstruck because he's so talented.
Amazing.
He's been around forever, still relevant to this day. Like just the energy that he brings. Again, it's kind of like he is Lovely Day. He's like that song, Lovely Day. When I see him, that's what I hear.
Like, you know, and it's so funny. The other reason I think my mother loved that song so much is because when she was a little girl, my uncle took her to a Stevie Wonder concert, and that's still when they used to call him Little Stevie Wonder, and he used to play the harmonica.
Oh yes. Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Stevie's been around for so long.
Yeah.
And it's price. And then what was so beauty? He sang "Happy Birthday" to his child. He sang that version. Come on. I was just like, come on. This is so beautiful.
I want him at my birthday.
I know. Shoot, me too. Me too. Shout out to Stevie and his beautiful wife.
Shout out to Stevie.
And his beautiful family.
His beautiful family, yes.
So that was the next song. Yes, I used to hear that. Again, that song reminds me of cleaning up. Reminds me of dusting and cleaning. That's that good upscale, upbeat music. So I was like, yes. Oh, yeah, this is definitely. Now, this might have been when I was at my grandma's house, to be honest with you, when I heard this one. Because this sounded like what my Aunt Dee Dee used to play when on the record player downstairs in the morning. Like, that's where it took me. It's like my grandma's house. So it's probably like when I was like 9 or 10 when I started hearing this one. But it was a couple more. Let me look. So after that, hold on. Love Come Down.
Evelyn Champagne.
Yes. Tell me where were you? Tell me what you feel when you hear that song. And Soul what Train. Did you think that song was about when you was
Soul Train? I don't know. And it's interesting you said that, right? So, I got this live event coming up on Saturday at Refound. Shout out to Refound headquarters in Newark. I'll be doing a talk on our topic is My Omi Said, and it'll be things that my mother used to say that I didn't understand then and I understand now. So it was a lot of songs that much like many children, I wanted to be like my mom. So my mother sang. So we all sang or played an instrument or something, And so I wanted to sing. So one of the things that impressed my mother was the fact that I could memorize lyrics. Like it was like, you give me music and lyrics, I can memorize it. Right. So I would listen to her singing these songs. So I'm memorizing them, So one day I'm singing a song right along with her, whatever. She said, "Do you even know what you're talking about? You better stop singing that song." No. Fast forward, right? 8th grade talent show is coming up, right? 8th grade talent show is coming up. Do you remember that song? Somebody Else's Guy?
No, you didn't sing that song.
I'm telling my mother I want to sing this song. All I'm thinking about is the riffs in the song, right? See, like, no, you don't need to sing this song. I am having you're messing with my creativity and in my mind, like I didn't say it out loud because my mother was an old school mother. You wasn't saying that, but in my mind, I'm like, Ma, I can sing it, and I'm thinking that she's worried I'm gonna make her look bad and not hit these notes. But she thinking, do you realize the content that you about to talk about? I'm singing about a grown woman that found out that she was beating somebody else's time. Her husband was beating somebody else's time. She was somebody else's guy. She was talking about adultery.
Yes. That's it.
And here I am busting every note.
No, all the lyrics.
All the lyrics.
Stuff we should not know the lyrics to.
So Love Come Down, I figured it out later, just like I figured out Ring My Bell wasn't talking about Christmas bells. Because I thought they were talking about Christmas bells. Exactly.
Oh, listen. Oh, my Lisa, you got my heart hurting.
Oh my gosh,
Because one of my
I was
favorite
there.
songs
Listen, I was
growing up-
there. It was funny.
One of my favorite songs growing up was, and I had no idea what I was singing about. I can't even sing it because it's a country. It's morning.
Oh God. Again, more adultery.
Don't even know. Think that it's just a beautiful song.
Absolutely.
And she clearly telling me that he going home to meet his wife. I would never want her. No, she never understand. That was such a jacked up song, and I was straight up loving that song growing up. I was like, she can sing. All I was thinking about was she can sing. Now I dare not be singing those adulterous lyrics. What kind of crap is this?
Oh my God. When I started realizing some of the things we was talking about, child. Unbelievable.
Listen, my aunt used to get on me about singing "Don't Trust the Big Button to Smile." That girl is crazy. She's like, you cannot say that. I was like, why? Bill Bit
it's the truth, ma'am.
Got a big button to smile. Why can't we say that now?
You're like, it is the truth, ma'am. That's why.
Right. I had to learn all the books of the Bible because I was singing sex you up. I wanna sex you up. Hey, doc, you don't stop tonight. Somebody rocking, knocking them boots. Hey, they had one Christmas version. A knocking boots on Christmas. Somebody rocking. Listen, we singing all kinds of stuff we had no business. We grew up in the era of Little Kim. I grew up in the era of Little Kim. And let me tell you, I knew every last lyric. So shout out to headphones, because I damn sure wasn't playing that loud in the house.
Yeah, see, I was old school, so I ain't had an advantage of having all this stuff here, but we had the good old adultery songs and didn't know he was singing them. You know?
Yeah, you did. Really? Oh my God.
Yeah, no. My favorite, Super Freak. She's a super freak. Super freak. She's super freak. I'm like, wait, what?
She a brick house.
What?
She mighty. Just
let
it all
hang out. What? Just all of it.
And see,
and then again, chicka bound. Look, chicka bound. Chicka bound, chicka wow.
That's, oh my God, that's the porn music. Like, it's just crazy. And you know what? My mom was a DJ. So anything you want to think about, like, don't let me see that all of that. I grew up with listening to all of that. And we was in the South. So Anubis asked me, it was Montgomery, Alabama, and Camden, Alabama, Pine Hill, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. I lived in all.
Oh, y'all hear it? Y'all hear it?
Down yonder, yes, ma'am. That's how I used to talk, but I don't talk like that no more. Yeah, they was playing it, and while you was watching late night HBO too. That's right. Love your energy, ladies. This really lifted my spirits. Thank you. You are so welcome, Claudia.
You're welcome.
Yeah, right.
But you want to know what though? The other one on that list, Rock Steady, didn't know what that was talking about. And you want to know that now let's talk about songs that got you in trouble. The Whispers got me in trouble.
Wait a minute, the Whispers was
The Whispers always got me in trouble. No matter what song they made, they got me in trouble. Because I was trying to sing all these songs. But check it out, right? So, we did a show one time. I think it was in Clubhouse on sexual healing. You know, we used Marvin Gaye's song and we broke down the lyrics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hello? If you have not broke down the lyrics to that song, you might want to go read that song, because my goodness, I don't even know if I'm old enough. So check it out, right? So I remember it was these lyrics. It's like, have you ever been kissed from head to toe, down your back, around to your navel? Well, you got that coming, my sweet, and even more tricks and treats. I'm willing and I'm able. What? I said, what? So now mind you, I get older. I'm like, I ain't never had. What's wrong with you, boy? Did you hear the song? I'm like, this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting that. But when I was singing these songs back in the day,
that's what I'm expecting. She said the whispers traumatized me. That song, the song my mama and daddy played on repeat to make me think they was asleep. Woo! See?
I ain't the only one.
Oh man, that's a whole, that's a whole nother show right there. What? The song traumatizes these children. Speaking of traumatizing songs.
Yes.
Okay, before we go on with the list, I want to get to that song. So you guys, no more guesses on what song you think that it is that my mother played for this man? And I was just disgusted even as a child. Like, what is this?
I was gonna say Clarence Carter Stroking.
Now let me tell you something. I remember when I first heard that song. First of all, my mother had a friend who had a car, one of them old school cars, and it had, what's that? It ain't a cassette. It's something thicker than that.
An 8-track.
That's what it was. And he used to stick that joint in there. It would stick out. It wouldn't even go all the way in. It would just stick out. And he used to play that Clarence Carter. Woo! Clarence Carter. Okay, so let me tell you though, that's so crazy you would say that, because that joke brought back a whole memory. We was on our way to Detroit from Alabama. He was driving his car old as hell. He drive from Alabama to Detroit so my mother can get a divorce. Okay, so we in the back of the car. I remember being a kid, and the car breaks down, and that man goes out there. My mom said, before she could even tell him to don't take the cap off, because he just cut the car off and the water came out and he got blistered. We got stuck in Cleveland, Ohio. That's how far we made it. And the car broke down, and we was in Ohio for almost a month because he was in intensive care. But listening to that thing on song, the first time I heard that was on that road trip, and I was like, what in the world? And then he played a really, really sad song about some man who had to tell his daughter that the mother wasn't here no more. It was sad. I was like, what the hell is this? But that's Stroking, because my grandfather's last name is Carter. So I was like, Mom, what is this? Clarence Carter. Woo, Clarence Carter. He be stroking. I said, what the And I'm a child.
The east and to the west.
I was like 8 years old. I was like, what is
the east to the west, and to the girl that he loved best.
That's right. Oh, yes. And I gave y'all that story because, memories, songs are attached to memory. And that's where it took me back to sitting in the back of that car on that long ass trip and him going outside, but me being like just confused as to why we were listening to this song and what kind of tape player is this? Now, mind you, I moved from DC to Alabama. So I went from the future to the past. It was just like, because I was a kid, I was in shell shock, like we went back years. Because again, they wasn't pushing no 8 tracks in DC. Nobody had an 8 track. I had never seen
what you said, all you needed was a mule and a sundress.
That's it. We were pumping water out of a well. Okay, do you hear me? I had well water hair, calcium built up. You understand? You don't know unless you pump water out of well before what well water hair feels like. Feels like hay. Okay, a lot of calcium in well water. But I will say that those that memory, yes, that Clarence Carter. When you said that, boy, it took my whole body. I felt like Back to the Future. I just jumped down into the back of the car and was just like, what? But again, these are songs, and y'all know some songs y'all should not have been singing when you was a kid, and you know them because now they're playing on the radio, and you know all the lyrics. You
All
learned
the
it when
words.
you were a kid. You ain't learning now. You knew you were singing that in your room. See, when I grew up, we had the headphones because I grew up around my grandmother after 9, so wasn't listening to none of that. But my auntie was 10 years older than me, so she's 19. I'm listening to MC Light. I'm listening to Boss. I'm listening to, I want a rough neck. Gotta what choke? Gotta get a rough neck. Gotta what choke? Gotta get a. I need it, and I
And
want
then
it.
be like, and no, look, then be like, why he don't bring me flowers?
Because you want a rough neck. You know, listen to Naughty by Nature. Hip Hop Parade. Oh, that's another song we shouldn't have known. What's that one by them? They talking about somebody else's. What's that song?
OPP.
That's it.
You know me. You know me. That's a Jersey song, girl.
We definitely
down
should
with
have
OPP.
Yes.
Other people's property.
Oh, that's good. Your dad, she said her dad was a DJ, so he didn't press her hard. So music was her only grace. Yeah, see, with my mom, I could listen to anything, but when I got around my grandmother, I just felt like I needed to button up my collar and not listen to that stuff. But I would listen to it I knew all the little Kim Jones. And I should not have known that. I'm still traumatized by the little Kim lyrics. When I think about what she was saying, it was just like, oh my.
Oh my God, y'all was so funny. But you want to know what's even funnier? You want to know what's even funnier? When I was putting this list together or whatever, I realized the difference in our age. And so I said, I can imagine you hearing it and me hearing it and what we thought about it when we heard it.
Right.
You know? Because it was like some songs, you knew was dead ass wrong. You know? Like Millie Jackson, whoever said that, we knew that was wrong.
See, and
Richard Pryor knew
that
was wrong.
See, you're right. There was so you was like a teenager, right? Maybe in your early teens. See, I was a little one, but I was still hearing it. And see, my mom used to work at a juke joint, so we used to be downstairs. That Millie Jackson, we would they riding and all that stuff. I was like, oh, that's so nasty. But
Millie Jackson is nasty, girl.
Yeah, and Mr. Westbrook.
You know who remind me of her? You know who remind me of her? Lunel.
Oh yeah. Oh really? Oh God.
And the only reason is because I said she talked mad raunchy, yo.
Yes. Millie was original city girl. Mr. Westbrook said Too Close by Next.
Yes.
He said Too Close was out of line. I love when you drink it like that. Yeah, oh my God. Don't even go there, y'all. It's so many. We're gonna have a whole show called Inappropriate Songs. Okay? Yes. What were we thinking?
No, well, if we gonna do that, we might as well go to DC and a little bit of go-go. Doing about ain't nothing wrong.
Hey, all night long. Hey, listen. Now you do DC. We really gonna get nasty because they got a song called Titty Balls. Okay, we just gonna stop right there. Yes. If you from DC, y'all know. Come on, my cousin know. Tick, psycho boo boo. Tick. Y'all know. All right, let me stop. Okay, we are spiritual over here. We don't do that anymore. But I did used to go to the go-go's and be sweating. I'm just had a good old time. Go-go music is a vibe. If you never heard
go-go music is if you hear go-go music and you don't move, I don't want to know you.
Right, especially live.
Because that mean you lacking something on the inside. I don't know what it is.
You might be a soulless being if you don't move the go-go.
You know, like that's like it's like certain songs. No, I'm not. You know what? I will say I'll let you know anybody do it. I'm an Aquarius. You listen to what make you happy. Let your freak flag fly. I don't care, right? But if it's certain songs that come on and I scan the room and you ain't moving, oh, I ain't messing with you.
Yeah, something ain't right in you. Something dead in you. Come alive. Some songs just move you. Go-go music, definitely.
Yo, I know we're not talking about hip hop right now, but it's like hearing dun 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 dun. If you don't start moving, I'm leaving the room. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. What about the bridge is over? The bridge is over. I'm like, what?
That's right.
What? Come on now. If you don't do that, I ain't messing with you.
Now, see, that's a great intro into the song that my mother played for this man. It is a hip hop song.
Okay.
By Biz Markie. And the song is called Picking Boogers.
I know it.
Picking boogers, y'all.
I just let my daughter hear that for the first time.
I'm picking boogers. What?
I just let my daughter hear that for the first time.
I was just so disgusted. I was clenching my pearls disgusted as a child. I was like,
oh
what
my God, you are hilarious.
Mama, what is this? She played that. She said, and this song is for you, sir. And she played the most disgusting song she could find. I had never heard nothing like that before. And I was like, and you know, the Fat Boys was out around that time. So it was like the Fat Boys, Biz Markie, Too Short. It was like my mom played a lot of that. And I've heard, you know, nobody beats the biz, all of that stuff, but I had never heard that dang on Pick a Boogie.
Go up your nose and pick a winner.
I was done.
Hey, Mom, what's for dinner? Go up your nose, pick a winner.
God, like, Mom, why would you play this? That's when I say she was childish. My mama was childish for playing that song, but it was funny. And again, my mom was laughing the whole
Your
time.
mom was a classic.
Yes.
Your mom was a classic. I love it.
So that was the song, y'all, that she played for that man after she talked through the whole song he requested. He requested a song, asked her not to talk through it. She talked through the whole song and then played that song for him afterwards. I said, all right, Karen. Never heard it before. But yes, that was the song. Now, there was one more song I wanted to talk about tonight that you had put on your list.
Yes, I'm hoping that it is what I think it is.
Now I want to know which one you think it is.
No. Come on. Look, come on. Use your psychic abilities.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. Now, see, I don't know if it's what you think it is. Okay,
I'll hold it. Look, I'll hold it in my mind.
Oh Lord, here we go. Here we go. I got Soul to Soul. Back to Life. No. What's the song?
I figured if this was gonna be our last one, it was gonna be I'm Every Woman.
Okay, so stop it. That was in my head. See, I should have went with my first instinct. That was in my head when you was asking, but that wasn't the one that I sent. So I went with the one I said, but that was the one. You're right, MaWu Lisa. And that's why I should have listened to my first instinct.
But Back to Life, that's that thing.
Yes. No, so Back to Life reminds me of my mother getting ready to go out. Like that energy that would be in the room when she was getting ready to go out with her girlfriends, and like that's that energy. It was like it was just that, I don't know, it's like club music. I don't know. But
yes, it was club music. It was all the things, you know, and it's so funny. I picked that song with two completely different reasons in mind. One, because I know my mother loved it. But two, after her ascension, it took me a long time to get back to reality and back to my joy. So listening to that song, it brings me joy, but it also reminds me that, you know, she not here.
Back to reality.
Back to reality.
Yes.
Back to the here and now.
Yes. Wow.
You know?
I didn't see now you gonna make now I'm be feeling sentimental when I hear this song. I'm gonna think of it in a whole nother way. You just gave me a new dimension of thinking of that song. But yes, when I heard it, I was just like, when I saw that on your list, that was the merger song right there.
Yes.
Because I remember my mom getting dressed to that joint, like with her sisters getting like ready, like smelling good and back to
yes.
To reality. Yes.
We had some beautiful music back then, right? Some good music.
For real. Yes, it was so touching. You know, that I'm Every Woman. Tell me about that one.
Okay, so originally Shaka Khan, Rufus and Shaka Khan, you know, back in the day. That was the first time I ever heard it when Shaka Khan sang it. And my mother loved it. And like I said, my mother could sing. And it was a couple of artists back in the day that if you could sing and you could sound anything like what they sounded like, you sang, right? So my mother, you know, she loved that song. She was always singing it. But when I put it on the list this time, I used the Whitney Houston version because in that one, Whitney Houston was pregnant. And she was pregnant with Bobby Christina. And she had all kind of artists in there. She had TLC and Shaka Khan was in there and all these other people that you know in love. And she had the babies in there and she's singing this song and she has this. And see, we knew Whitney Houston. So it was like watching her face, watching her Leo face, like my mother's Leo face, sing this song and be so big and all encompassing. And every woman around her, she is, and every woman around her is in her. And I thought about me and my mom, and if my mom was here, what it would be like. I know my mother could never imagine me having all these granddaughters. Like, can you, like all these little faces that look just like hers, line them up together. You cannot tell them apart. We all look alike. And all I could think of is we are all the women that my mother never got to be. And she's all the woman that we are striving to be. And I can only pray to be as amazing as she was. And if I can bring the world one fraction of the light that she brought to the world, I'll be doing a hell of a job. So, yeah, every woman.
Yes.
It's all in me because it's all in her.
Yes. Yes. Go right back to those seeds that have been planted. We are our mother's wildest dreams. We are our mother's. We are everything to them. That's why I think we push so hard. Like I feel like we push so hard. It's like the subconscious mind. We know, especially us who have lost our mothers. Like we know that we are we are the next portal. We are Big Mama now. You know, there is no. Yeah, we are them. Like honestly. So when I see and I hear these certain songs, they take me back to that feeling, but it's almost like I'm resurrecting her. I'm able to bring her back within me, you know? And you, like you said, you can see it in your mind's eye, her dancing with the vacuum and her enjoying that music and those moments where you were able to capture her just smiling and being her free self. You know, those are the moments that mean the most. And that's why it's so important for us to be our authentic selves. Because a lot of times our parents weren't able to be their selves, you know, not all the time. And you could tell that they wanted it. Like my mom was a very free spirit, but again, the world wasn't built for free spirits at that time. Now we in a different era. Yeah, we're in a different era where it's more accepting to be free and be yourself and be authentic and say no to things that other people say. You know what I'm saying? To say, no, I don't want to. Maybe this ain't the road I want to go down. Maybe, you know, nowadays women and men, everybody has different choices than we had back then. You know, nowadays it's okay to say, I don't want to have children, or I don't want to do, this is what I want to do. Where before it'd be looking like, what's wrong with her? Why she don't want, you know what I'm saying? It was the stigma around it. And so it limited the choices that, you know, they were able to make with their lives. But then every generation gets a different set of rules that they get to live by, and they get to see us and live vicariously through us until, you know, they passed on. And I still think they watching us even right now. That's why we laughing so dang on much. That energy, yes, that energy is so beautiful.
You know, it's very interesting because, you know, if I were to, like I said, imagine my mother being here in this time with this kind of technology and all the, you know, advances that have taken place, you know, since she transitioned. And again, like I said, all these granddaughters of mine, granddaughters who are, some of them are turning teenagers this year. My oldest daughter's turning 40 in a couple of weeks.
Wow.
You know, it's just, I can't imagine what she would be feeling. And I know for a fact the music of today would give her the same kind of tickle it gives me. I love the music of today. Boy, let me tell you something. I have a couple of favorites. You know, I'll keep them to myself, but I got a couple of favorites. And I just think about how she would relate through music to the children today. Mm-hmm. And that right there gives me like a little glimmer of like this joy, because it's like I can only imagine what songs they would connect on. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know. I see music always being a way that we can share our stories of our mothers and fathers, of our lives with our children, you know, and you know, telling them these kind of stories that are attached to these, you know, these songs, and then them having their own. Because like I said, my daughter let me know that when she see me, when Happy come on, she said, oh, that's mommy's song. You know, that's mommy's song right there. She's somewhere dancing, you know, and yo, I'll do it in the grocery store. You know, like you ain't said nothing, you know, and that's my mom. She, wherever she was, that little bit of joy she could have in the moment, she embraced. And that's something I think that we're not taught to do enough of, is just embrace those little moments, because they do become big memories in the course of things.
They do.
You know?
Yeah.
You don't realize how big something gonna be until later. Yeah. Who think, like you said, who thought vacuuming would give you such a memory, you know? But it does.
It'd be the smallest things. I mean, it'd be like, you know, my mom used to make peanut butter cookies out of straight up peanut butter. Like, not no, she gets some peanut butter and some flour and some sugar and some stuff, and then all of a sudden we got yummy cookies. Yeah, and it's the smell of that. It's those little things that get trapped in your memory. It's not the big things. I don't even remember the big presents I got for my birthday, but I remember the little things, and remember the little conversations and the little things, the little trinkets, the little memories. So those are the most important. And that's why I thought it was important for us to connect through music tonight. So The memories will be merged into the music. And again, I promise y'all on the 21st, we're going to have more music. We're going to have music, but we're going to be talking about the mother energy, the bigger energy of the mother. But I just wanted to spend this night talking about our mothers because they are so special to us. They are our first portals into this earth. They are our first teachers, our first disciplinarians, our first everything. So shout out to all the mothers, especially those who, you know, are good mothers, even the bad mothers, whatever to consider, you know, what's good, what's bad. Shout out to all the mothers. Sometimes, you know,
shout out to the mothers.
Circumstances, you never know what people go through to get to who they are. And again, a lot of us didn't even see our mothers as anything other than mothers until we grew up and realized that they were whole human beings with whole feelings and stuff. So shout out to all the mothers who are doing the best they can and those who are mothering people who don't have mothers. Because there's a lot of mothers who have stepped into my life, you know, and mothered me when my mother passed away. I still have mothers. MaWu is one of my mothers. Like I have mothers all around me who pour into me. So shout out to you and all the mothers out there who continue to nurture and to show us true love in this world.
Absolutely, baby. And it's my pleasure. You know, I tell people nothing can replace your mother, but what can be done is that divine feminine energy that we are blessed with, fortunate to be. That's what we are, to be again our natural selves to each other. We can give each other so much. So I'm glad I'm able to do that. And you know, you feel a space of sisterhood, you know, that is necessary for somebody like me. You know, Aquarians, we groups and organizations, and we need people around us that, you know, can understand that we are different. And, you know, and we do see a lot further than other people do. And if you don't have visionaries around you, you know, it can truly thwart a lot of the wonderful things that you can do. And so I'm fortunate to have you in that space because you are a true fantasy girl. You're Pisces, so all you do is illusions and fantasy and all of that stuff. So you know, you understand imagination, you know, and music is, you know, imagination in music notes expressed in a way that, you know, does all kinds of things. So we are truly fortunate for music, universal language.
Absolutely. Shout out to beautiful music that brought us all together tonight.
Yes,
and thank you. Shout out to the mothers again and to everyone who is tapped in tonight to Pronoia Starseed podcast and those who will come later and enjoy. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for allowing us to continue to grow over here on Pronoia. I really appreciate it. Again, we are taking this step by step. We here for the long haul. This is we're playing the long game over here. We are growing organically, and I always love that. Anything else you want to tell them where they can find you, MaWu, and all that good stuff real quick?
Yes, y'all. Well, you know, on Instagram at MaWu Temple 1, on YouTube, MaWu with a Z 4610. You can catch me in Mr. Westbrook's class doing Unread on every other Saturday. We do a lot of Zoom events, so we always have Zoom stuff. So hit me in the DM. I'll give you those links. And if you want to go old school, the email is mawalisatemple@gmail.com.
Yes. So make sure you reach out and subscribe and follow MaWu on Instagram as well. And yes, tap into those Zooms. They get deep. I enjoy them. I do. Whenever I can remember put it on my calendar. Okay. Lock it in because those
we have this one coming up for the month of May, you know, on the 18th, 7 p.m. It's open to anyone. You know, we are talking some real solutions there. You know, we don't just talk about the problems. We know what the problems are. We're trying to address the solutions at this point. So come share, you know, listen, you know, if you have something of value to bring to that space, please bring it. We welcome it.
Yes. So make sure you tap in with MaWu, you guys. Thank you so much for being here, MaWu. And it was 12:12 when you were talking, and then Mr. Westbrook let us know we have 444 subscribers here on Pronoia Starseed podcast. Yes. You guys, I'm talking about we started at 0 and we are creeping up there. I appreciate each and every subscriber subscribing. Make sure you subscribe to Mr. Westbrook's class so you can catch Unread over there with MaWu Lisa. She does, again, Unread is like one. Okay, I don't listen to many podcasts. I really shared this. I don't, because I don't like the way my brain is. I don't like to be influenced by other people's thoughts. I have an open ajna, open headspace. I can easily listen to other people's stuff and get influenced. So I try to stay in my lane, but Unread is one of my favorite podcasts. I really feel like when I leave, I should get like a college credit. Like I should definitely learn.
We working on that.
Yes, I feel like, by the time I'm like, however, we're not going to talk about ages. By the time I'm such and such age, I should have like a college degree from watching Unread. So if you're not subscribed to Mr. Westbrook's class, please do so you can catch Unread. I love to catch them when they live, but they also have pre-recorded shows. You can go back and watch them. Again, it's dope. If you are into books, it's a great show to watch. If you are into books that you have not read, but you are interested in reading, this is a great show. Okay, well, we're going to play some music tonight at the end. Music is modern, but it's something I think our mothers would enjoy. It kind of reminds me, like this next one from Free Soul reminds me of something that our parents probably would have played when they was cleaning up early morning. So we're going to play that. But you guys know Pronoia means that the universe is always conspiring in your favor no matter what. I know that it's crazy out here in this world, but know that you are always working for you, and the universe is you. That's why it starts with a U. Ooh, Dr. Seuss over here. Clock it. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for tapping into Pronoia Starseed Podcast. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when we are live again. MaWu Lisa will be joining us again on May the 21st as we discuss the mother. So be in the building. Maybe we'll be having more laughs. Who knows? But we'll definitely be getting into some serious conversation about the mother energy. And again, here is Free Soul with Free Myself. Have a good night. Peace, Starseed.
Hey, we just wanna be free. Look, what's up? Reporting live from Joshua Tree. We just wanna be free. Look, hey. What does it mean to be free when every month niggas is stressing to pay the lease? When children dying off in the street and billionaires is gluttonous getting fatter for greed? And what does it mean to be free if every time I look in the mirror I judge me? When they told me my pigment was ugly, how could I ever expect somebody to love me? Self-hate all in the subconscious. Healing yourself is a lifelong process. Instagram making it seem trendy. Wearing Christmas ink will solve all your problems. Send a prayer for those stuck in violence. North Philly all the way to Chicago. Free the Congo, free Gaza. Free the world, releasing all the trauma. We done felt enough pain. I just wanna see you smile and be free and be free. Hey, and be free. Look, hands up. If you wanna see a change, go and look in the mirror and find peace, find peace. Hey, find peace. And I just want to be free. Hey, sing. And I just like to be me. Hands up, say it with me like this. Look, say I am free. Say we are free. Say I am me. Say we are we. Look, say I am free. Feel good, don't it? Feel good, don't it? Say I am free. Listen close. Look, I free myself from addiction. Walking around in life playing the victim. Passing down disease onto my children. Making excuses for low vibrational living. I free myself from the baggage. Heavy aura was holding down my passion. Cause I used to want to fight every battle. Filled with rage, ready for action. Yeah, but nowadays my peace is priceless. Channel my empathy, but I'm staying decisive. Selective on who I'm sharing my life with. My boundaries getting strong as a bison. No longer define wealth with dollars. The wickedest folks making the biggest deposits. You ask me what it means to be free. Your intuition will wanna give you the key.
When you felt enough pain, I just wanna see you smile and be free and be free. And be
one more time.
If you wanna see a change, go and look in the mirror and find peace, find peace.
Hey,
find peace.
And I just want to be free. Sing. And I just like to be me. Say I am free. Say we are free. Say I am me. Say we are we. Feel good, don't it? Feel good, don't it? Feel good, don't it? We are free. Let's get it.
Peace and love, it's lava at the park. Yeah. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond, a shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond, a shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. Don't let them define you. You're growing through dimensions, no losses, just lessons. And that's why your faith is strong. Anytime you hit your lowest, always bounce back. Anytime you lost your glow, got your shine back. Anytime you felt alone, God had your back. Better know that you're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond, a shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond, a shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. I love you, reflection. We flexing on our haters. We wish them the best, but protecting our sacred love. No weapons formed against us could take us away from God. We praying, we praising, we grateful. We came from love. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond, a shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond, a shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. Hey baby, you got the ball? Thank you. Ooh, never forget who you are and where you come from. Peace and love.
Loading in me, be patient with me, I'm buffering. No more playing small, it's too many of us suffering. Humble what? Humble who? Bruh, that's who I used to be. The insecure me died and you listening to her eulogy. Conveniently calling me arrogant cause they can't use me. Crazy how they finally see themselves when they lose me. Always had some options, but I had to learn to choose me. And now your girl is choosy. Going through the process and surrender to the outcome. Walking through my trauma cause that's the shit I can't outrun. She say she better off without me. Okay, baby, have fun. Trying to find a fuck to give, but I can't seem to find one. Moving. Moving on. Gotta keep moving, life's train ain't stopping. Hot in this bitch and I said what's poppin'. If God really for me, baby, tell me who can stop me. Walking in his glory, so I'm feeling like I'm cocky. If God be for me, who can be against me? I'm not who I was, but I am more me. Lost a lot of people just to find my peace, yeah. And I found my peace, yeah. Yeah. And I found my peace. Moving, moving. Moving. There's a version of me that has been burning to emerge. She's when self-love and authenticity become so intimate that they conceive the reflection of God. Yeah, she knows depression, but she lives in joy. She feels anxiety, but she leans into trust. Yeah, this version of me, she can thrive in chaos, but she chooses to surround herself in peace. She's so cold that her words freeze over the hell that people have been living in. Yeah, this version of me has been with God. And now, you're about to experience heaven on earth.